Yo guys, it's Footmaster here, back with another video, and today is going to be Review to Improve episode 2. I'm going to be rating your teams for the Festival of Foot promo. We did get less teams sent in, which isn't a surprise. We got tons sent in last time, so there's about 10 in this video, something like that. But if you do want to enjoy, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. But yeah, let's get into this. Alright, so the first team is a very strong looking team. Some areas for improvement though, some off-chem players here and there, and some players who could be upgraded. This is what he plays in game, which is pretty decent, like good players in each position. Now this is what I've done to improve it. I've put Neymar in there because Xiao Enrique is on his bench, strong link there. I've put Haaland in from his bench as well, which will get a nice link in his team. I've put Mukiele right back, and Coman would have to be off chem, but his calm, he'd be on 7 and Mukiele would be on 10. And then I've put Paqueta in to get a strong link to Neymar and a link to Depay, and Hermoso for the strong links to your defense. And yeah, this would be quite pricey. It wouldn't be too expensive though. It would be definitely affordable at this stage of the game. You could easily save up this many coins to improve. It's only like 300k worth of improvements, and it would make your team incredibly good. It would get Depay and Haaland in your team as well from the bench, which would be pretty insane. And yeah, the team's creativity is very good as well. I really like it. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. And with these upgrades, your team would be stacked. I reckon Paqueta as a balanced CDM, I'm not sure about that, but you kind of have to get him for links. So yeah, that might not be the best recommendation for CDM. You may have to change formation to a formation with just centre mids instead of CDMs, because Paqueta's great as centre mid. I'm not sure about CDM though. He has good defence, but he has high attack and work rates. But yeah, the rest of the recommendations I recommend 100% getting. Alright, so this next team looks pretty decent. There are a few gold cards in there which need to go. Some can stay, like Mbappe, Neymar are still ridiculously good at this stage, but people like Kyle Walker have got to go. So yeah, these are the upgrades I've made to the team. You did say you played a 4-3-1-2 in game, which I don't think is the best formation. I tried it and it didn't look right, but you did say you had a 500k budget, so yeah, I did put that in with these upgrades. And the first major upgrades to your team is because I've got new centre backs for your team. I've put Fofana and Sanchez Festival of Football card in there to link with Cancelo. I don't think Cancelo is great at centre back. He's wasted there. He's definitely a right back. And Davinson Sanchez and Fofana are a solid centre back partnership. Then to get a green link with Renato Sanchez, I've picked Yaziki. This guy's ridiculously cheap, and at Cam, which is where you're going to be playing him, he's insane. I played him there a few games for objectives and he's actually really good, and because he gets a green link to your Renato, it'd be a sick player to put in your team. And then for the Neymar strong link, I've just put Enrique there because he's a solid left back option. But yeah, your next upgrade, which is out the 500k budget, so you'd have to save up for, is Renato Sanchez gold inform. You could either try and work out someone else who fits in, but the only one that's going to fit in more is his other cards, which are ridiculous. Like his foot left is an expired SBC, so you can't get that. But his road to the final, I think, is ridiculously overpriced. It's like nearly 200k at this stage of the game. I just don't think it's worth it. You might as well just keep his inform gold. So yeah, man, I'd give the team a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's a good team, but yeah, there's room for improvements there. But yeah, before I move on to the next team, I've changed your formation to a 4-2-2 in game. I've put Yaziki at cam with Jota at right cam, which is two very good cam options. Then Mbappe and Neymar up front, two of the most broken strikers in the game, and the rest of your team stays the same. I think this is a very good formation to play in game as well. And Ndombele and Renato Sanchez are two very good CDM partnerships. Alright, so the next team that has been sent in is an utter shambles. Now I know what you lot are thinking, this can't be real, and yes, it is someone's new RTG account, so don't worry guys, this isn't his main team. We reviewed his main team last episode. I can't remember which team it was, but it was one of the top ones. So yeah, this isn't his main team, this is a brand new RTG account, and yeah, there are tons of things that need to change with this team. He says he has a 100k budget as well. So yeah, for this team, I've changed most of the team. The picture wasn't great, so I've just put it into Footbin for you lot to see. And yeah, this is what he played in game. I'm not too sure about it. He subbed on that MLS striker guy and put him up top, but yeah, I'm going to change this completely. Now I know you're thinking, guys, this is a bit pointless, like giving upgrades to this team, but yeah, it is an RTG, and I know you're thinking, why the hell are you suggesting rats? Well, they're really cheap and they're very overpowered, so yeah, I thought, why not recommend Mendy, Varane, Gomez, three of the most broken players in this game in defense. And then at striker, I've gone with Alexis Sanchez. Now, the only reason why I put him there, don't get his inform. It's ridiculously expensive because of SBC fodder right now. But yeah, I'm praying he gets a flashback card. And if he does, you've got to do him because he'd fit perfectly in your team. Otherwise, if he doesn't get one and if you can't be asked to wait, just fit him in some way. Or you'd have to have Ericsson on maximum 7 chem. But if you want to get him on 10 chem and Alexis Sanchez gets a flashback, then do the flashback card because you get a green link there. I've also put in some more broken cards like Alan St. Maximin, Alan Walker and Areola in goal to get the links to Varane. And then at right mid, I've put Martinez Freeze to get the green link to Ericsson. He's very cheap right now, and don't worry, we're not going to play him right mid in game. So in game, you would play a 4-4-2 with the defense the same. Sanchez at right mid, hopefully a flashback version. Then Ericsson at centre mid with Alan. Left mid St. Maximin, and then strikers would be Vardy and Martinez. Martinez is still a good striker at this stage of the game. Obviously for an RTG it's good, but for a normal team it would be a terrible team, but it's not, so don't worry about it. Those two are solid options for an RTG account. And yeah, there isn't really much point rating this, but yeah, without these upgrades it would be like less than a 5 out of 10 because it's all over the place. But yeah, with these upgrades I give it a solid 7 out of 10. All right, so this next team looks decent. Like, there is a few upgrades. There's some people who are behind the power curve at this stage of the game and some gold cards they need to get out. But yeah, I haven't seen the budget of this person's team or anything like that, or what they play in game, so I'm not too sure about that. So I may have gone a bit overboard with these upgrades. Maybe you can't afford all of these, but yeah, just save up for them if you can't. So what I've done first is put in the cheapest, most broken duo in this whole game, and that's Neymar and Mbappe. Now I know what you're thinking, oh, stop suggesting rats, but yeah, you have to get these two in your team. They're so cheap at this stage of the game. This duo now only costs 200k, and it's such a ridiculous one as well. It's just broken, and they'll help you win games, and it's an upgrade to your team as well. Then in defense, I've put Davinson Sanchez Festival of Foot card instead of that Bruno Perez. He's a terrible centre back. He's really weak as well, so you have to get him out and get Davinson Sanchez in there. He linked to Cuadrado as well. Then at cam, I've replaced Alwal with Benzema headliner. I actually played against this guy's team of the season and he slapped me up, and this one isn't that far off it. Like, it's only a few stats worse, so I think it would still be a decent cam in game with the right chem style on. And I've also put an Andre team in the season in there to go CDM for you. He's a 6 CDM in game, and yeah, it'd be an upgrade to your CDM already. I'm not sure what you play in game, so I've gone with a 4-2-2 again. I've put Makalele and Andre CDMs. Then at cam, I've put Benzema and Di Maria, and up top, obviously Neymar and Mbappe. That's a crack team. I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10 again. I think the upgrades, if you can't afford some of them like Davinson Sanchez, maybe you'd have to get Cuadrado out of your team, put him on bench, and then get some cheaper options there. But yeah, try save up for these upgrades because it will really elevate your team to the next level. Right, so the final team of the episode, Jesus Christ, the guy has Ronaldo, team of the year, first owner, untradeable. That is incredibly lucky. With Lukaku up top, that is a disgusting top two. That doesn't need to be touched. But yeah, there are a few upgrades here that you could make, and this is the formation he plays in game. Now, to get your players on chem and to get people out, I've taken Puyo out because this guy's behind the power curve now. He's just too slow. And I've also got rid of Rooney because there's no real links, because Henry, as good as he is, I think links wise you need to get more links in your team, because some players are kind of off chem, like Peace Check at the moment. And the dilemma you have is Rabiot to get chemistry. Now I've put someone else who would get the same chemistry but isn't that great either, but he's better than Rabiot at least, so you could get him instead. Now these are the upgrades I've made. So to replace Puyol at centre back, I've put Chamfoot Birthday. Now this guy's a really good centre back. He's 6 foot I think, and he's got very high defending stats. He's also high defensive work rate as well, so he's basically a perfect centre back in game, to be honest. At left back, I've picked Gunter. Now this guy's very good still, and you'd get a green link with that, and he's better than Henry as well. And at centre mid to replace Rooney, it's going to be Muller. Now I know he's probably worse than Rooney, but you can't fit Rooney in, so I'm going to put Muller there as well. And then to replace Rabiot is going to be 9 Golem Rule Breakers. Now I kind of forgot this card even existed. It's pretty dead for this stage of the game, but it's much better than Rabiot, so you're going to have to get him, unfortunately, unless you want a random Serie A centre mid who's on 7 chem, which is an option actually. You could just get someone like the pool there team of the season on 7chem or something like that.
But yeah, this team in-game would be absolutely crap. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's close to a 10 actually. There would still be some players that aren't on full chem, obviously, like Chan and the right backs at centre back, which is kind of ratty, but I understand why you do it. I do it as well. So yeah, the team is incredible though, I can't lie, and it's a very solid team with these upgrades.
Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash the like, subscribe if you're new. There's plenty more content coming away. There's going to be a new video out tomorrow, and there's also going to be lots more content on the Shorts channel and the TikTok. Go check those out down below. I'm also going to be streaming on Friday for hopefully Team 2 of the Festival of Football promo. There has to be a Team 2 of this, and the predictions of those will be out soon as well. So yeah, if you did enjoy, drop a like, sub, but yeah, until next time, peace.